All right, today I'm lucky enough. I got Coach Mike Hunter. He's joining us for Cardinal Fast Five. It's finals week on campus, so I figured I'd tap into an alum rather than bugging a player during test time. Coach, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Man, I'm glad to do it. I'm glad to do it. So I have to make like a full disclosure here. Coach and I have been talking for a while because I already did this with him, but I forgot to hit record. So Coach is sitting there shaking his head, looking at me like, "Come on now." But it gives me more of a chance to spend time with him, which I'm excited about. So, Coach, you were a great player at Catholic in the mid to late '90s in Coach Clark era, and we're an All-American guy and a great receiver. But I think you've had just as much success as a head coach. So I know in 2019, this year, you guys won the Friendship Collegiate won the DC championship, but that wasn't your first one. How many of you guys won?
As a head coach, we've won three, 2016, 2018, and 2019. In 2017, we actually lost in the championship game. So we've been to four in a row and won three out of those four.
That's awesome. So question 1A, this year's championship was played where?
It was played at Catholic University. So, it brought back some memories and, had a chance to go into the locker room old days and walk out the same way. The field looks a little different than when I played on it.
Yeah.
But, I'm excited about that for you guys. You guys got that nice stadium.
Yeah, we got that good field turf. But I hope you left some of your magic out there for us coming into this 2020 season.
So, I hope so. Definitely I keep up with the program and, definitely rooting for you guys. I try to get out as many games as I can, just to sit there and witness the guys. And, any way we can help, just let me know. And I'll get some alumni together and support you guys.
Yeah, it's been you guys have been – I've been so thankful for the way the alums have come back out and helped, and we're continuing to find ways. And we just want to make you guys proud as we move forward. But, okay, that was question 1A. Question 1B now, aside from coaching your players up on the field, you do a great job of helping your guys find the right fit after they're done playing. So how many guys would you say you've helped place in college to play football?
Over the last 6 years as a head coach, probably somewhere between 90 to 100. And that's guys from every level, from FBS, FCS, D2, D3. We've even had a couple of guys go the JUCO route. But, the most important thing is those guys getting the opportunity to use their talents to get degrees.
Yeah, it's that getting that education, because whether you're lucky enough to keep playing after college or not, you're going to have a long time in your life where you need a degree to do something.
Right. I mean, I just look at myself. I wasn't a very productive guy in high school. And for whatever reason, I still don't know what it was that Coach Clark saw in me. But he gave me an opportunity. And when I thought my career was over, and, I went and played football, at Catholic University and never envisioned myself being a coach. And I was lucky enough and fortunate enough that he gave me the opportunity to also start my coaching career. And, without the game of football, I don't know what I would be doing right now. So, I try to tell guys, don't get caught up in, FBS or Division I, Division II. Yeah. Go where you're going to have a great experience. You're going to get a degree, and you're going to become a productive member of society.
Yeah, and I know, I've heard before you talk about like guys have that dream of going to be a walk-on or go to a big school, and they're probably going to have to walk on, but they don't get a lot out of it. I don't know what is it you've told them before about that.
Yeah. I mean, I tell guys, if you want to walk on at a Division I school that's not even recruiting you, so we're not even talking preferred walk-on, just you're being admitted and you're going to walk on. The most you're probably going to get out of it is a T-shirt. And we can go to the bookstore and buy you a T-shirt if you want that. But if you want a great experience of continuing playing and contributing, maybe a smaller program would be better fit for you.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it, going to a smaller school. All right, switching gears now back to you as a player. So you had two pretty good quarterbacks when you were Catholic. Who did you have throwing the ball to you?
My first 2 years, Kevin Ricker was our starting quarterback, and then for my junior and senior year, we had Derek McGee. Both guys are very talented. Both guys mean a lot to me, not only on the field but off the field. Very good friends with those guys, and I think when they graduated, they were 1 and 2 in the record books until Keith Ricker came along and shattered, most of the records
Yeah.
that they held. So. And I had the fortune, at least, of coaching Keith for a year. So, those two guys I played with were really special to me.
Yeah. You and I, before I had my technical difficulty and realized I wasn't recording you, you and I were talking about that at that time, people weren't throwing the ball the way Catholic University was. Coach Clark and Coach Favret were really innovative in what they were doing.
Yeah, they were. We were definitely ahead of our time, and we had some great guys. I played alongside with, receivers like Jeff Clay and Sammy Briggs, Brad Jones, Dan Evans, Jim Jankowicz. I don't want to leave anybody out, but
I know that's always the danger. You start naming names
that we played with, and then in the backfield, we had Matt Taylor, Noda Francesco.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes we get a lot of praise for the passing game, but every year I was in college, we had a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
And it was funny that my junior year, Noda Francesco was the starting running back, and I was the number one wideout on the team, and we both ended the season with 1,279 yards.
Wow.
So that just goes to show you how balanced we were as an offense. And these coaches did a great job getting us in position to be successful.
Absolutely, man. Those some good players right there. And and you and I were talking before about these are guys that like we're fortunate that Kevin Rick is going to be going in the Hall of Fame. We didn't get to celebrate it this spring. We'll hopefully do it this fall. But there's a lot of guys from that era that we're going to keep working and pushing forward to make sure they get the recognition they deserve.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of guys. And like I said, I don't want to leave anyone out, but
yeah.
We had several guys make All-American, and we didn't even join the conference until my senior year, and we had several guys make All-Conference then. So it was an exciting time to be a part of Catholic University football.
Awesome. All right, let's switch to off the football field campus life. There was 2 dining halls, not just the Prisbilla Center when you were a student at Catholic. So tell me the name of the 2 dining halls, and then if you remember what those buildings are now.
Okay, we had North and South Dining Hall, and I think North Dining Hall is now a fitness center, and South Dining Hall is an alumni center. I've never been inside the fitness center, but when Jeff Clay was inducted into the Hall of Fame, I had a chance to go into the alumni center, and it was really nice.
It's nice. They've got admissions in there now, and it's hard to believe that I was eating cafeteria food in that building with that beautiful wood that they restored. So.
Yep. And I stayed in Ryan Hall. So, North Dining Hall, that was my go-to spot because it was right next to the dining hall. So.
Yep. I was a Regan Hall guy. So, you just walk right up the hill. That was it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good deal. All right. Something else that, as a coach, if you're like me, we joked before, we don't get that much sleep. But when you do sleep and you close your eyes and you have those dreams, do you dream of yourself as a player or as a coach?
I try not to think of football when I go to sleep, because if I do, I won't get much sleep. Because as you know, as a head coach, there's always something to be done. But when I do get the rare opportunity to get out and work out and maybe and run or something like that, to keep me motivated, and I try to think back to those days of playing football and, if I had done this could have been better, or just kind of envision myself on due for a field, running a route and maybe catching the ball or two or something like that.
Yeah, it's, I think people think of, at least I did, as I got into coaching, I'm like, okay, if I can't keep playing, because I wasn't good enough, but if I can't
Right.
keep playing, I can't give up football. So coaching is as close as I can get,
Mhm.
but it's not the same.
No, it's not. It's not. And I actually got into coaching probably by accident. You know, it was just like I don't have anything else to do. My career is over. So I was just trying to stay in shape and working with the guys who were returning on the team, and you know, just showing them some little things that I've learned over the years. And I guess Coach Clark was watching, and you know, so I went to him and was just like, "Hey, I'm helping these guys out," and he said, "Hey, well, why don't you help them out during the season?" And probably for that first year, I didn't even consider myself a coach. I was
Right.
just a guy helping out my teammates, um, and you know, they respected me. I respected what they were doing, and um, somehow I fell in love with it and went back for a second year again just to help out. And that's when Rob Ambrose came along.
Right.
And then, you know, I guess the rest is history, as you can say.
Yeah. Now, what you were going to be a probation officer when you graduated, right? That was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan to go into probation. But I wanted to work with the youth. I did. I knew I wanted to work with youth regardless of what I did. And you know that obviously that didn't happen. I started teaching right after I graduated and coaching with Coach Clark and Coach Ambrose.
Right. Okay. Okay, Coach. Last question. Give me something positive that you've taken away from this time apart.
Spending time with loved ones and enjoying the moment. A lot of times, you know, when we're in our everyday life, you know, we're moving from job to whatever other responsibilities we have, you know, and as head coaches, as head of households, we always got to think ahead and, you know, what's next. And we don't always get to sit back and enjoy the moment or, you know, just having dinner with your family or, you know, having a conversation with your players, not about football, but just, hey, what are you doing at home to help your family? You know, things like that. And I've watched some of these episodes with some of the other guys, and you know, I've heard them talk about spending time with family. And you know, as a guy who has two kids in college now, I've probably spent more time with them over the last few weeks than I have, you know, probably in the last couple of years, just because you know they have their responsibilities with school, and when they do have some free time, they don't want to spend time with their dad. They want to be
Right.
out with their friends. So you know, just enjoying the moment that you're in right now during these times.
Yeah, man, I think that is such a healthy outlook because you can get hung up on all the things that are annoying and a struggle right now. But man, this time, like we'll never. Like, I know I'll never get that amount of time with my kids, and you know they're probably sick of me, but I'm not sick of them. You
Right,
know, it's
right,
been awesome to spend the time with them.
right, right. It's made all of us slow down and really think about what's important. And hopefully, as we do move back to um, quote unquote normal life, we don't forget these times and we actually stop to, you know, put the film down, the kids put the
Yeah,
video games down and spend some quality time with your family.
no doubt about it. Well, Coach, man, thanks so much. This has been awesome. I appreciate you taking the time and
Uh,
you know being patient with me and my technical difficulties.
it's all good, man. I really appreciate it. And, you know, I've been doing these Zoom clinics with a bunch of guys um, and I did one last week and I actually forgot to record myself. So, you know, it definitely happens. And, you know, sometimes you get excited and you forget to
I
push
know we started talking and we got into it, and then you know next thing I knew we were getting ready to wrap up, and I'm like, I didn't hit record because it was too much fun. But hopefully I can see you in person soon, Coach.
Definitely, definitely. Go Cards.